All right, welcome back to After Dark. We're playing The Black Mirror. Last episode, we got the camera to take a picture of the symbol that was where we found William's body, but we have no film for it. When we talked to Robert, he said that he has film upstairs in the attic, and he gave us the key for it. So we're going to go and get that. That's task 1. 2, Victoria told us that the gardener had been working around the bushes where we found that strange artifact. So we need to talk to him and see what he can tell us about it. So, let's start by going up into the attic. And hopefully the film we find is nice and usable.
I should unlock it.
Yes, with this.
Hopefully, it's going to work. I think it can be used. It isn't too old.
Okay. Let's combine it with the camera.
I'm out of practice, but I guess the film is installed properly.
Well, that's good. Anything else in here?
I don't need anything else from it.
No, apparently not. Now, let's get downstairs and take a picture of that symbol. Right out the front door. Okay.
All I need to do now is have the film developed. But where do I get it developed?
Yeah. Where do we get it developed? All right. Let us talk to Henry. Is it Harry? Henry? I forget. Henry.
Do you need anything, sir?
Have a look at this. I found it under the old tower.
Why are you showing it to me, sir?
Well, I showed it to Bates, and he suggested I speak with you. Do you know anything about it?
Me? I don't see why I should. I've never seen anything like it before.
He also said you had been trimming the shrubs in the area that afternoon.
Yes, that's true, but I have nothing to do with this thing.
Calm down. Just tell me what you know about it, that's all.
All right, then. But you have to promise you won't tell Madam. I can't afford to lose my job.
Of course. Go ahead.
Well, I don't really know what it is, but I found a similar piece near that place.
Do you have it with you?
No, not really. You see, I had to pawn it. I was broke.
Pawn? It doesn't seem to be of any special value.
Well, maybe not the one you're holding in your hand, but there was a beautiful gem, a ruby, I'd say, in the one I found.
Where did you pawn it?
At old Murray's. Where else?
It's good that you told me while there's still time. Give me your bill of exchange, and I will redeem the object.
But I haven't got it. I don't know where I've put it.
Henry, it's very important. Try to remember.
I have no idea where it could be. But you won't forget about your promise, will you? It's going to stay just between us. Right, sir?
We shall see. Henry, let's return to that bill of exchange.
I knew you'd ask. But believe me, sir, I really haven't got it.
You needed the money, so you conveniently lost the bill of exchange?
Well, yes, I needed the money, not the bill. I really didn't intend to redeem that thing. Somebody might be interested in where I found the thing, and I could lose my job.
You're going to lose it for sure if you don't give me that bill.
But I haven't got it. You really promised this would stay between us.
Henry, you need to realize that this is very important. You had better get that bill for me.
I'd give it to you right away, if I could, sir.
All right. I don't believe a word of what he's saying. I will leave you to your work.
I mean, if he didn't intend to get it back, he may have just gotten rid of it. But now the question is what am I... Because again, even though I know what I need to do, the game won't let you do it until you get the dialogue for it. I need someone to tell me where to get this film developed. It's probably Robert.
May I disturb you for a few moments? I would like to ask a couple of questions.
All right. I'm listening.
Here's your key back, Robert.
Oh, thanks. Have you found what you needed?
Yes, I have. Robert, do you know where I can get that film you gave me developed?
I only know of Murray in Willow Creek. I go to him myself when I need some pictures developed. He has a dark room in his pawn shop. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I remember that shop.
Try him.
I guess I should go there. I must go now.
Right then. I'll return to my work.
Okay. But I think now would be a good time to go into the library. That's the only room that we haven't explored yet. Let's have a look around in here.
This bookcase is full of old dust-covered books. I don't think I could find one that would interest me.
Herman.
Doctor, can I have a word with you?
Yes, all right.
It's William. I know you were his friend, and also his physician.
Yes, that applies to your whole family. So, what is it that troubles you, Gordon? You do realize that this is not the appropriate time to speak about William.
I don't believe it was an accident.
Well, it is strange indeed. Then why would he do it? And those burns?
What burns?
Numerous deeply burned areas. I have no clue as to their origin.
Go on.
No, Mr. Gordon. Come back tomorrow. I will gladly tell you everything. I really do not want to talk about this today.
All right. Then expect me tomorrow. I will certainly come back. Dr. Herman knows something important. I have to talk to him tomorrow.
Victoria called him Dr. Hines. If his name is Herman Hines, H.H., that means that could be the author of the note that we found in the newspaper rack by Robert's study.
Dr. Herman, Victoria told me you had William's personal belongings.
Yes, that is true.
I would like to see them.
Sure, I can show them to you when you come to the morgue tomorrow. I just do not have any idea what you are expecting.
Well, I must see them today. Can you help me?
Today? Well, all right. Maybe we could do it like this. I will send someone to the main gate with a parcel for you. Will that do?
Perfectly. What time will this person come?
I will send him as soon as I get back to the autopsy room. Let us say 7 o'clock?
I'll be waiting in front of the main gate at exactly 7 o'clock. It's very important. I hope the person is reliable.
Do not fear. He will be well paid. Settled?
Thank you, Doctor. At 7, I have to be in front of the gate.
Okay.
Have you ever seen this man?
No, I have not. He looks like someone I would remember if I had seen him.
You're going to find little glitches like that all over this game. For some reason, that particular dialogue had echo in the background. And that's it. That's all we can talk to him about.
Lots of books for long evenings. I haven't got time to read them now.
What else we got here? Scrolls.
Old books and scrolls. They probably fell off the pile on the chair.
Another picture.
Jeremy Gordon, William's father.
Okay. Let's move on to the other part of the library.
It's full of various parchments and old scrolls. I can't see any interesting ones.
And an old map.
A manually drawn map of the world from the 16th century. Literary works. Renaissance. Lots of great books are among them. Maybe I'll read one of them sometime later when I'm resting.
We got a globe.
It seems like something's missing here.
Yep, we got some indentations. Looks like it's supposed to be the solar system. And these are the planets that are missing. We don't have what we need. So we'll have to come back for that. And now to the rear part.
The statue is holding something strange in its hand. It appears to be a key of some sort, or an amulet.
You'd think from that dialogue that you'd be able to pick something up from that, but no.
There's no point in skimming through these books. Not one of them can help me find out what happened. Just more books.
We got some drawers. Always good to look in
They'll be
drawers.
full of books or old paper. I won't bother opening them.
But not that one. Okay. What have we got on the table?
William's work table. He used to spend hours and hours at it, writing.
A big book.
The Chronicle of the Warm Hill Manor. The local parish has been here for a very, very long time. According to the oldest books and records, it has been here for so long that only the walls of our castle may remember its foundation.
Okay, Patrick Stewart.
Marcus Gordon had the church built so long ago that the date has already been lost in the mists of time. Therefore, the actual age of the building can only be estimated. As in the past, there was no accurate record keeping. Should we hold to the views of respected historians, it was around 1215 AD that the church was built. It is thought that Marcus had the church built on pagan lands, where many innocent people died through the ages. There is no corresponding record to this, however. Not one mention in any books or volumes available to me at the manor or the vicarage. Therefore, from a historic standpoint, this is a mere assumption, or worse, one of the many fictitious legends circulating in these lands. One thing, however, is more certain. It was this age that also gave rise to the academy at Black Mirror. As with Wormhill Church, it was Marcus who was responsible for the construction of such a significant building. The new academy, with its vast library, was supposed to serve as a knowledge base for all the people. It was also a safe place for depositing the chronicle of the Gordon family that Marcus ordered his wise men to protect. In this, however, fate was not kind to Marcus. The whole academy burnt to stone long after his death, around 1512 AD. Despite the vigorous effort of the people at the manor, who hurried to the disaster to fight the flames, the academy burned to the ground. When they saw there was no chance to save the building, they tried to save the records from inside. Not everyone was willing to risk their life in lethal heat for the scraps of paper that had been scribbled over. If it hadn't been for a few brave souls, however, we would have never known who Marcus Gordon was, nor some of the history of Black Mirror Manor, as most chronicles were lost to the flames. Garmoor Gordon perished in the fire at the age of 45. For his bravery, eternal memory is held. There was no one left of the academy to care for the remaining records and old books. Consequently, the volumes that remained were passed on to the Wormhill parish to the safekeeping of Father Matthias. Father Matthias took meticulous care of the historical treasure until his death in 1543. To that holy man, the people of Garmoor Gordon are grateful for the preservation of the chronicle and the old records. Since those times, the Gordon family chronicle has been handed over from one successor of Father Matthias to the next, until today. Recorded by hand of Jeremy Gordon, 1632 AD.
That's a lot of lore dump right there. Okay. That was a rather large lore dump. But what we need from here, before we can move on, is a map. And I don't remember where it is. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this pixel hunting nonsense. Right there. I was looking around this room for like 5 minutes.
The map of our manor. It might come in handy. I'll take it.
Yeah. And it works just like King's Quest VI. You just open it up and click on where you want to go. So, we're going to head to Willow Creek.
I'm glad to see this place again. William often took me here when I was just a little boy. Oh well, it's such a long time, but my memories are as clear as yesterday morning. How many years have I actually been away?
Let's look around this pretty little town.
It must be hundreds of years old. It seems to be on the verge of dying.
A lot of big trees around here are.
Willow Creek. That has been the name of the village since forever. Most willows have disappeared by now, though. The stairs for launching the boats. It will be easier to cross the river using the bridge. The stones of the steps are damp and slippery. A lot of filth is floating in it. Who could be throwing things in it?
Jerks.
It's locked. I don't know who lives there.
And we never will. Go walk out to this little pier here. Meet the fishermen.
Excuse me, May I speak with you?
Sure you can, young man.
So how is it going today?
I'm going to catch a big one today. I hope. If only it will rain.
You mean because of the fish? Have you caught anything yet?
Not a scare. My luck was much better yesterday. Fish are too smart. They won't go out of water.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Heh, I had a very nice one on the hook a while ago, but it managed to slip away in the last second. I dragged it in as far as the pier, but then it snapped my line. The biggest and oldest ones are truly cunning. They get tangled in the seaweed at the bottom, and then wait until you snap the line yourself.
Why don't you fish further out in the river?
My old boat has too many leaks. Besides, I enjoy fishing this way better.
Good luck to you. I have to go now.
Thanks. I hope it will start raining soon.
Yeah, good luck, dude.
How many times have I seen this sign? I'm not sure.
3 kegs in.
The day's menu. Roe deer on cream. Wild boar shoulder. Gamekeeper style. Harry's wife always did cook well. Maybe I'll have something later. I'm not hungry yet. It's empty.
It's empty.
It's full of dirty water. Maybe Harry puts it under the gutter when it's raining. It could use emptying. Clean towels from the kitchen, no doubt. Just laundry.
I don't know why, but I could just listen to this guy talk all day.
The lids are firmly shut. These are certainly still full of beer. The Black Bison, Harry's own production.
Let's talk to this little boy here.
Hi, what's your name?
I won't tell you that. I must not talk to strangers. My mum has forbidden me.
So, will you tell me your name if I tell you mine?
No, I don't know you. Have you got some sweets? Maybe some chocolate?
I do, actually. Except this example is a perfect, or this conversation is a perfect example of what you don't do with a stranger. Like, for God's sakes. The whole trading candy to gain the child's trust, like, dude, come on, Samuel.
Would you like some sweets?
Sure, that would be great. Are they chocolate?
I don't really know. My name is Samuel Gordon. Will you tell me your name too?
Well, why not then? I'm Vic.
Do you know of anything interesting going on around here? I haven't been in this place in a very long time.
Probably not. Nothing much happens here. This village is terribly boring, you know.
I see.
Can I go play again?
Of course. Watch out for the windows.
Yeah, don't worry.
Vic, have you ever seen the man in this picture?
Let me see. No, I guess I haven't. I would have surely remembered that one. He looks pretty stupid. Why are you looking for him, Samuel? Are you related?
You had better watch your mouth.
Come on, that was just a joke.
I like you, Vic. You're pretty cool.
KDM Transport Services. It's probably used for carrying beer kegs.
Alright, before we go in the pub, let's have a look around the rest of the town. It's not very big. This is the last screen.
The old fish market. I remember when old Mr. Fenton died. There was no one to take care of the fish market. I don't know what is there now, and I'm not interested. "10 minutes to 2. The time is not correct. It probably doesn't work at all. It's broken."
How come no clocks work in this world?
Davison, William's friend and lawyer, lived here. He moved away a long time before Catherine died. He always said he wouldn't be able to do much around here as a lawyer. He decided to move to Berkeley with his family. I have not heard of him since. I have no clue as to who lives in Davison's house today. I have no reason to go inside.
Yep, and we never will. Lots of houses here that serve no purpose.
Private house. No one is answering. The door is locked.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps no one is home.
Are we trying to commit a crime, Samuel? Here's the pawn shop.
Murray buys and sells anything that brings him profit. Various objects, porcelain statues, gold watches, breast pins. Mostly trinkets. There's nothing interesting there.
Is it open?
The door is locked.
No.
There is a sign that reads, "I'll be right back, Murray." But who knows if it hasn't been hanging here for a week already.
Yeah.
The shop is closed.
What's a punt?
It probably belongs to that fisherman I spoke to.
Anything in the trash?
Old cardboard boxes, damp from the rain. This is probably where Murray throws out what he no longer needs.
Apparently not. Okay. Let's go back to the pub. Nice. Cozy.
An advertising poster. Harry has been collecting old posters like these.
Anything else to click on before we start talking to people? Doesn't look like it. Let's talk to Tom here.
Hello.
Hello.
How long have you been sitting here?
A few hours, I guess. Why do you want to know?
Not sure what this entails, but
That's my way of saying hello, I guess.
Oh, okay. I've been here for 2 or 3 hours. I've got nothing to do today. Why don't you take a chair?
No, thank you. Maybe some other time. Tell me, is anything interesting going on in the village?
Here? No. In fact, I don't remember anything interesting ever happening around here. In Willow Creek, nothing ever changes.
I saw a fisherman on the shore on my way here. Do you know him?
Oh, Jim? Of course I know him. He's my uncle from my mother's side.
Is he always sitting there, fishing? He appears to have been sitting there the whole day.
Yeah, he's the most patient person I've ever known. He spends hours on that pier just sitting. I wouldn't last a single hour, you know.
Why do you care so much about it, Samuel? No, don't go away. I need to talk to you. Let's reset him. Harry. Damn it. Harry.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
I haven't been here in a long time. What can you tell me about the manor?
Well, I'm not sure where to begin, but really, there isn't much in the way of news. Hold on. You seem familiar to me. Haven't we met at the winter feasts?
No, I don't think so.
But I do know you. See, I'm pretty good with faces. What about last month during the vintage? Is that it?
Listen,
Yeah, I know. You probably owe me something and aren't comfortable with my having recognized you, right?
I owe you nothing, Harry.
Did you say Harry? Tom, this young lad here is calling me Harry, but he says he doesn't know me.
Don't let him annoy you, sir. He's been trying that on strangers for as long as I remember.
Is there a problem with the fact that I want me money back?
There wouldn't be any if you weren't making those debts up.
Bah! Indeed. You're the right one to say that. Should I show you your last month's bill?
Right, calm down. I was just advocating this young fellow here, because he's a stranger and he doesn't know those tricks of yours.
Okay, I've had enough. One more word and you're not getting a pint of water on credit. Or, let me tell you what. I'll pour you nothing until you pay off the whole debt.
Come on, Harry. Don't be a cheapskate.
Listen, if you let me finish, I'll tell you who I am.
Sounds great. I'm listening.
I am Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon, of Castle Blackmirror.
Why didn't you say so right away?
Well, I tried to, but you wouldn't actually let me speak.
Okay, well, that gives things a nice twist. A Gordon is always welcome here. So, what can I get you? Today, we have smoked venison on the menu, along with a good staff beer.
No, thanks. Maybe later. I'd like to ask a couple of questions, though.
Oh, sure.
Harry, what's new in the village?
Things happen, but there isn't much news.
How should I understand that?
Well, I hear a lot of gossip, but nothing worth mentioning. You see, we all know one another here, so nothing's too interesting.
Maybe. That's going to change now.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it does.
Harry, until what time are you open?
Well, that depends, but usually late into the night. You see, I don't sleep much, and when I'm not doing something, I'm usually pretty bored.
But not many folks show up so late, do they?
I usually play cards with Tom here, or I play chess with myself.
Oh, you play chess?
I'd say I've learned to play well during all those long nights.
Let's play together sometime then.
Sure.
We'll never play chess together, ever.
I remember William bringing me here.
Yup, so do I. He was a serious poker player, you know. Incredibly lucky with the cards. He would totally clear us out, but then he would return everything. Yeah, he was a nice bloke. That's a real shame he stopped coming here.
Why?
Who knows? We were all on good terms. But the last 6 months, he didn't show up once.
Well, it's a bit of a distance, and at his age.
Nah, I wouldn't say that was the reason. William was always a tough old gent. I'll tell you something, though. They say he wouldn't even come out of the castle, and instead locked himself away in the old tower to study some old volumes and stuff.
Where did you hear that?
Well, I told you, I hear things from time to time.
What else have you heard?
Nothing. But maybe Mark knows something. He used to help out in the manor garden.
Where can I find him?
He would normally be here by now, so he's probably not going to turn up today.
Never mind. I'll ask him some other time. As if William was hiding something. I have to know more about the last months of his life. I came upon a closed pawn shop. Is it ever open?
Sure. Old Murray would never close the shop without a reason. He probably had to leave. Some business of his own, no doubt.
You don't speak well of him.
Not many do. Everyone knows he's an old sly boots. The only thing he cares about is cheating people in that old junk shop. But what would you expect from an old cheapskate?
No one likes Murray. Everyone calls him scum.
What do you want from me?
I'd just like to ask about something.
All right.
How long have you owed Harry money?
That's my business, not yours. Or do you want to pay up for me?
Should I?
Well, I overheard your conversation about old Sir William.
Do you know anything that might be interesting to me?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. My memory is fogging up. It's probably the thirst, you know.
Oh, I see. I know where he's coming from. I'll pay off his debt, and then I'll ask again.
Changed your mind about the dinner? My Mary makes some wonderful meals. Everyone around here will tell you that.
I believe you. I'm just not hungry yet. I would like to ask a couple of questions, though.
Okay, feel free.
Will you change your mind about that debt of Tom's? It's partly my fault, you know.
I'd be glad to, but then he wouldn't pay it off next month either. They say he who doesn't pay should not drink.
Well, there is some truth to that.
Pay off the debt.
I have decided to pay off Tom's debt.
But why would you want to do that, Mr. Gordon?
I just want to. Could you sum it up?
Okay, well, as you wish. At £17.
All right. Here.
Well, I've no idea what Tom might have promised you, but you better not believe him.
That's none of your business. So what is his bill like now?
All clear.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, it's you again?
I have done what you have asked. Now it's your turn.
Right, I heard you. I guess you have done me a good turn.
So what do you know about William?
I'll tell you what I've heard. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm listening.
People have said that from time to time, Sir William would go to the vicarage at night.
That's all? What's so strange about him going to church?
Nothing much, I'd guess, if it hadn't been late after midnight.
Oh, that is strange indeed.
Just ask the gravedigger or the vicar. They both saw him. But don't mention me if you decide to go see him. They needn't know that I told you anything.
Oh, thank you. I need to speak with Mark. You probably know each other.
Yeah, we've known each other for years, but he's not here today.
Do you know where he works? I would like to go see him.
Mark only works when he must. He hasn't got a permanent job. But try old Murray. Or Herman. He does something for both of them from time to time.
So, how's it going?
All right, I guess. Why don't you take a chair?
I'm a little short on time. Some other day, perhaps.
Never mind, I'm used to drinking alone.
Boy, That was a lot of talking to find out one bit of information that William likes to go to the vicarage at night. So that's our next stop. But let's have one last talk with Vic.
Vic, have you seen Murray today? His shop is closed.
Why should I care about his shop?
Why? Is there a problem?
Well, that old man doesn't like me hanging around that shop of his. Or rather around those glass cases. I've got no idea what his problem is.
I may have one.
Oh, I do remember seeing him leave this morning.
Do you have an idea when he will be returning?
Judging by how he sharpened himself up, he must have gone into town. So he's probably not going to return before tomorrow. Oops!
What was that? What's this here? A ball? Vic! I know it was you, and I know you can hear me. Just you wait till I catch you. I'll beat you within an inch of your life. Ah, damn. Now I'll have to clean up all this mess.
I suspect Vic is not going to show up for a while.
Yeah, probably not. Alright. But now, we should have access, if we pull out our magic map, to the vicarage.
The Wormhill Parish.
Ooh. That's nice. Let's check out the main entrance.
The main entrance is closed and only opens on Sundays. I've got to use the side entrance.
Okay. Just looking for any hot spots while we walk this incredible distance to the side entrance.
The church is locked.
Bummer.
The church is locked.
Maybe this gravedigger knows what's up.
Good afternoon. Have you time for a little talk?
I never hurry anywhere, unlike everyone else around here.
I'm interested in learning about the parish and this cemetery. I think you're the right man to ask.
Maybe. I've been helping Father Frederick for many years now. I know the names on all the graves. What do you want to know?
Tell me, how old is this parish?
No one knows how old exactly, but this cemetery and church are much older than anything in the neighborhood. A long time ago, they used to bury heretics here. They say there's a system of corridors under the cemetery where the souls of the innocent wander looking for a way out. You know, I've seen quite a lot all these years here, but...
For instance?
Well, it was a long time ago, but some years back I heard something like the voice of a child in the distance. It was moaning and singing verses. At first I thought it was just an illusion, but then I could no longer contain my curiosity and went outside to have a look. I followed the sound of the voice, but the closer I got, the less audible the voice became.
Maybe it was just a child playing nearby.
2 hours after midnight? I don't think so. Plus, look around. There are graves far and wide. But that's past now. I have no idea what it was, and I do not want to know. I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Have you heard the voice again, or anything similar?
I've already told you enough. Don't tell anyone about this. I don't want to look like an old fool.
You said you have known Father Frederick for many years. What can you tell me about him?
Father Frederick is the best man I know. He took me in when I was orphaned and raised me as his son. For that I will be grateful to him for the rest of my life, and I will be around to help him as long as I am able to. But if you want to talk to him, you will have to wait until he returns from the neighboring manor.
I see. Thanks. Tell me, what is your name actually?
Mine? No one calls me anything other than Gravedigger. Father Frederick's Gravedigger. And I don't mind if you have questions about it. It's true, anyway. And you are a Gordon, right?
Yes, Samuel Gordon.
So you're the grandson of old Mr. William?
Yes.
I saw you at the funeral.
Of course. Did you know William?
No, not personally. I would see him from time to time, though. He used to go inside the church.
How often?
Not that often, but when he did show up, he was always in a hurry, as if he knew he didn't have much time left.
Did he ever speak with you?
No, I told you, I did not know him well.
But he would speak with Father Frederick, wouldn't he?
You will have to ask Father that yourself.
I will. Thanks. I've heard that you sometimes saw William come to the vicarage late at night. Is that true?
Who told you that?
That's not important. So is it true?
I don't care to talk about it. I don't want to look for problems.
Whatever you tell me will stay just between us.
It's not like I think I can trust you, but since you're a Gordon, I'll tell you what I've seen. Everyone who knew old Sir William thought he was a bit of a madman. Please don't get offended. And later, when he refused to see anyone, the gossip began floating about. I'm telling you this so that you know I'm not making up what I'm going to tell you next.
Go on.
I first saw him here some 6 months ago. I was sitting in my cabin, about to go to bed. I saw a light. It was someone approaching the church. In the 20 years that I've been working here, no one has ever come here this late. So I went outside to check out what was going on. I saw a figure concealed in a dark coat walking among the graves. He was looking for something, his head down to the ground.
Was it William?
At that moment I had no idea who it was. I couldn't see his face in the darkness. He spent some 20 minutes there, going round, mumbling something.
What was he saying?
Well, I observed him from a distance. It wasn't audible.
So what happened next?
The church door opened, and he made for it right away. I cautiously followed him. Father Frederick was standing in the doorway. It seemed as if he was expecting that person. It was only then I realized it was Sir William, because I was close enough to recognize his voice. He and the father had a long conversation then, and Sir William was waving his hands vigorously about during most of it. They finally went inside, and that is all I saw.
Do you know anything more?
I never stick my nose in other people's business.
Thanks for telling me this.
I only told you because you're Sir William's grandson. Now leave me alone. I have to finish my work here.
Why was William meeting with Father Frederick in the middle of the night? May I have a look inside the church?
You have to wait for Father Frederick to return. The church is going to stay locked until then.
But you can open it, can't you?
It doesn't matter. It's going to stay locked, as Father Frederick ordered.
Right. Well, this place is important. We just learned that Father William came here frantically searching for something in the graves, which we'll go ahead and explore next episode. And that Father Frederick let him in. We're going to have to get inside that church somehow and see what William was trying to find. But for that, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow when Father Frederick returns. And with that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. You stay safe out there, and have a good night.